In this video, I'm going to show you 5 riffs that we can play with just one finger. These are appropriate for total beginners. They get a little bit harder as we go along, but every riff kind of builds on the skills that are taught in the previous one. I'll leave some quick links down below so you can skip ahead if you want to learn any of these riffs. Let's have a look at riff number 1 now, which is Bad to the Bone. Now we can play this riff with one finger, but we should also learn it on one string if you're a total beginner as well. And that string would be the 3rd string. If you can use a plectrum or a pick or a plec, that's what these things tend to be known as. We call them a pick normally. And if you can play with one of these, that would be great. If not, just pluck with your 1st finger like this. And a little bit of overdrive on your amplifier would be great as well. That gives it this kind of distorted sound. But what we're going to play is that open 3rd string twice. We're only going to use the 1st finger, and it's going to be at the 5th fret, and then later at the 3rd fret, which would sound like this. So we go open, open, 5th fret, open, 3rd fret, open. And in tab, that would read 0, 0, 5, 0, 3, 0. If you can play strings 4 and 3 together, we can hold both of those strings down with our 1st finger. And get the sound of the original recording. If you don't have a pick, you can pluck them. And with a pick, it gives a brighter sound, so I really encourage you to use a pick, especially if you're not used to it, because it's just the best way to get a loud, bright sound from your guitar. With all the songs in this list, I want to do one song that's kind of expected, like this one, and then something that you wouldn't expect at all, something totally different. And this next riff is an Arctic Monkeys riff. This is Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High from their album AM. We're moving around a little bit more in this one, but we start at the 2nd fret of string 6. So this would be 1st fret, this is 2nd fret. We then move to the 4th fret, and the rest of the riff is mainly on string 5. We go 4th fret, 5, 5, to 2, 4, 2, open, which would be written as 0 in tab. It's a little bit harder, and I'd also encourage, if that's something you can do, play it with a little bit of palm muting, which is putting the outside of the palm of our hand just here to get this kind of sound. And I wanted to bring this riff up so early in the video, even though it's a little bit harder, because there are so many Arctic Monkeys riffs that we can play with just one finger. We can play When the Sun Goes Down. We can play Teddy Picker. And I wouldn't advise doing this, but you can play Are You Mine with one finger as well. I wouldn't advise doing that because we can't learn the rest of the song, and there's always a limit to using one finger, but everybody's got to start somewhere, and everybody's got to appreciate that we don't always have to use all our fingers and run up and down scales to be able to play electric guitar, and especially not to play real songs. The next song that I have on my list is a lot more expected. This is a lot of people's first guitar riff. This is Smoke on the Water. I have a full separate video on this already on YouTube and on my website andyguitar.co.uk if you need more help with this riff. But it essentially is the same as Bad to the Bone. It's using the same frets, same first finger. We're just going open, 3rd fret, 5th fret, open, 3, 6 to 5. Then the same as the beginning, open, 3, 5, 3, open. Check it out, it's a really cool riff, and I'll leave that link to my tutorial on the screen and in the description if you need more help learning that. Now we're going to check out a very similar riff, but it's going to be in a very different way to how you would learn it from a standard guitar tutorial and from how it's played as well, because we're only going to use one finger. But this is ZZ Top and Grange. This isn't actually a beginner-friendly riff. This uses a lot of intermediate level rhythm playing skills, such as just being able to get your head around the groove of it, picking the right strings, and having this first finger be nimble enough to go from here, which is the A5 power chord position, to here, the 3rd fret, and then the 5th fret, and doing all that together. I have another full tutorial on that song if you dig it, and for that tutorial I show how to play it with the first finger moving to the middle finger, so all the notes are the same. But it would be using the second finger, but by using 2 fingers it does make the riff easier, but yes, more complex to learn. So you take your choice as to which version you learn. Either way, all the tab notes are all the same. And that is super similar to my final riff, which is Spirit in the Sky. A lot of people are familiar with this song these days because it was featured in Guardians of the Galaxy. But this is, of course, a 70s song by Norman Greenbaum. It's been covered by so many people. This is Spirit in the Sky. You may have noticed that yes, it's basically the same riff. It's just that with the other notes we play 5 then 3, and then 3 to 5. And this is just the fact of learning guitar and learning music, and learning songs especially, that some things are really similar. Some songs are really similar to other ones, and then some seem to just be totally different and completely alien to anything you might have learned before. This is just something we have to accept when we're learning music, but the more you can connect the dots and try and see similarities between all the things you learn, the faster you're going to make progress and the more fun your journey is going to be. So I'll leave some helpful links below this video. I hope they do help you as well. I hope one of these riffs connects with you, maybe a few of them connect with you, and you can learn them this weekend so that you can start to make some real progress on guitar. I'll leave some other helpful tutorials on the screen now that you may like, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye for now.